My depressed sister faked her own death and moved to Sweden to live in a cabin in the woods that she built herself. I desperately want to get her back. My sister spent the majority of her life depressed. Neither my parents nor I know what it stemmed from, but we do have suspicions that it was from the bullying she went through in school, and the fact that our uncle was convicted for roping her probably didn't help either. I remember she started hurting herself as early as 12 years old, and I desperately tried to get her help. I felt like I had failed at the time as an older brother, as no amount of talking to her one-on-one or therapy or counseling seemed to do anything to help her. One thing about my sister is that she loved nature and absolutely despised the prospect of growing up in a busy city while working a regular job. I remember the only time she seemed to be happy is when she would sometimes go on tangents about living in the wild, surrounded by animals and bird chirps in the mornings. I remember I suggested to my parents that perhaps we could move out of downtown New York, which is where we were living at the time, and maybe go to a more natural area in order to help my sister. They shut me down, saying they both had great jobs here and there was no way they were willing to give that up. They were convinced that my sister would grow out of her depression, but she never did. She actually only got worse.